Hey guys, so today I'm going to be taking you all on my ear stretching experience. I am currently at a 0 gauge, and here is a picture of my lobes with the jewelry in it, and here's a picture of my naked lobe. Now here's the video. I'm going to start now. When I started stretching my lobes, I was, I think I was like 12 years old. Currently, I'm only 14, so keep in mind that it hasn't been that long or anything. It wasn't like now I'm like 18 and when I was 12 and now I regret it or whatever. No, 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 no. I don't regret it yet. But, yeah. So, currently at a 0 gauge. I started out with a 22 because if you aren't aware, 22 gauge earrings are like the wire ones that they sell at stores and whatnot. Like the dangly earrings and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to wear those constantly after my ears were healed and I didn't wear posts anymore. I wore those damn dangly, super thin wire earrings like it was nobody's business. So yeah. Then I stopped wearing earrings all for like about the whole year that I was 12. And then I decided that I wanted to stretch them near the end of my 12th year of life, like near my 13th birthday. I think like I was still in school, so like April of that year. So it wasn't really that near, but it wasn't before. It was like middle. But yeah, mid 12-year-old Sierra. Anyway, so I had to re-pierce my ears to do it, and for that I did it myself, which is terrible. I know, self-body modification. I don't believe in it right now. That's just terrible for yourself. You can die from piercing. Not necessarily your lobes, but I mean, it's still pretty dangerous. You should never do it without a certified piercer. Just keep that in mind. Self-body modification is frowned upon by me, children. Anyways, yeah. So, pierce my own ears. Stupid, I know. I won't do it anymore, I promise. Pinky promise. With myself. Anyways, then I pierced it with a 18 gauge gold starter stud. So it wasn't, too bad or anything. I already had to skip a 20 unintentionally because the the jewelry. I wanted to get my ears pierced with a dermal punch just so I could get a larger size in there to start out with, but I mean, at that age, I didn't know what a dermal punch was. So, I mean, now I wish I had because it would have just been so much sooner, but I don't regret anything. So then I waited about a month, good 4 weeks, and then I stretched up to a 16 gauge. That one wasn't very painful. I actually was able to just put the jewelry through. I had to wiggle it in and stuff, and then I was able to finally get the end through, and then I could just carefully, gently, slowly pull the jewelry through my ear, which was pretty good compared to how it is now. Then I bought a taper pin kit, and if you don't know what a taper is, if you've seen those gauges, as everybody calls it, the gauges, like, like cool gauges, bro. It's like, no, stop it. But the gauges that are long stick kind of thingies that are thin at one end and thicker at the other, the next size up at the other, yeah, those are tapers, okay? We're going to call them tapers. I bought a literal, surgical steel taper pin kit. So after that, I started stitching my ears with that and following the jewelry through. So I waited about 3 weeks after stretching to a 16 to go up to a 14. And that one, I don't think it was that painful. Most of my lower size ones, they did hurt because technically, think of it this way. Pretend this is your ear, this little section where my fingers are meeting. Now this is basically what you're doing. You're basically stretching it outwards. So, I mean, it could be painful, which is why it hurts. It was painful, but it didn't make me cry or anything. Then I went up to a 12 gauge, about a month later. I waited about a month for that one. And then, what did I do after the 12? The 12 wasn't that painful. Actually, surprisingly, compared to the 14, was not that painful. Even though I used the taper pin, the actual taper pin, it was not that painful. Very surprised and very happy. And then I used, what else did I use? For 10 I used these little crescent shape. I'm not sure the actual term of them. I apologize of the jewelry, but like, tilting, sorry. It's like a rounded one where the ends are thin and then the middle is the actual gauge size. It wasn't necessarily a spiral or a tunnel or a plug or anything, but we're just going to call it a plug for the sake of my, like, incompetence. So I basically bought one of those plugs, and I put it in and I turned it so carefully, and the 10 hurt, but I'm going to leave it on the count that I only waited 2 weeks, and yeah, 2 weeks to 10, which was just like crazy, but it happened. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And then I went to an 8 gauge about another 2 weeks later, and that hurt. That hurt pretty bad. I'm not even gonna lie. The 8 gauge hurt. 8 going to 6, I waited 3 weeks. Didn't really hurt as much, so it was just like stretching to like to a 12 or whatever, or not 12, like one of my lower pain tolerances ones. I cried when I stretched to a 10 gauge, and I cried when I stretched to an 8 gauge because it just hurt. I mean, like, stretching to a 10 made my eyes water, but stretching to an 8, I literally, like, cried out of the pain. It hurt. But that's what happens when you self-inflict pain upon yourself. Anyway, then stretching to a 6, I waited... How long did I wait, actually? No, oh, I remember. Stretching to a 6 was, like, impossible for me. I don't know why. I think it's because I bought another one of those straight, like, the circular jewelries, like, for my 10 gauge sized plug thingy, and I just could not get it through my ear for the life of me, so I was like, done. So I got my taper, put it in there, put O-rings on it, and I literally just wore taper in my ear until I could find some proper plugs. And then I did to the other side, and it didn't really hurt. That took, like, okay, so technically I had to do another week until I could do this one, so, yeah. And then stretching to a 4, turns out that they mislabeled the jewelry that I had as the 6 gauge, which was really a 4 gauge, and I was pissed, but their fault, not mine. I can't be too mad. So anyways, yeah. So I tried stretching to a 4, and I still couldn't get it in my ear. I don't know what it was about that size. Couldn't do it. To this day, I can't put it in my ear, even though it's so much bigger. I can't do it. I don't know why, but I can't do it. So yeah. And then I stretched to a 2, and I waited about 3 weeks or a month. Maybe it was a month. I waited about a month, actually. Probably about a month or 5 weeks in between there. Like 10 days, maybe? 10 days. Or 10 days extra to anyways. Yeah. And then I stayed at a 2 gauge for 2 years. Until I'm 14 now, so I was only a 2 gauge up until like 8 weeks ago. It's been 2 months, I believe, since I stretched to a 0. And I didn't do it this time because I heard the 2 to 0 stretch was brutal and painful and like one of the worst things ever. So I went to my trusted piercer, Wes, at Zebra's Body Piercing and Tattoo at Walnut Creek. And I had him do it for me, and it was painful, but I felt very calm and stuff because he's an excellent piercer, and like something about his demeanor just makes you feel so calm and stuff, so I was so happy. It didn't hurt, so, well, it did hurt, but, you know. So it's been 2 months. I've been meaning to stretch up for about 2.5 weeks now, but I just can't find the time to get off my ass and go over there. So I'm trying to find my taper pin kit, and I can't seem to find it. I lost it while I'm moving. Let me just show you what I mean by moving. There's like a box over there, if you can even see it, right there too. And like literally over here, another box. And then over there, more boxes, more boxes. There's just so many boxes in my room, and I can't find it. So, went. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this ear stitching experience video. If you guys would like, I will make one on like how I take care of my stretched ears. So to do that, just let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, like and favorite it. it means a lot to me that people watch and enjoy my videos. So yeah, and if you want to come back and be able to find out if I did make the how to take care of your stretch lobes video, then be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon.